Hello everyone, so here's a nice little video for you. So the first time in a few weeks now, we've seen FP1 drones hitting Russian targets. This video shows them hitting air defence assets in Crimea. Now there's no mention yet whether this all occurred on one night or multiple nights. I assume these are strikes taking place over multiple nights here. But the video shows successful strikes on a Panzer S1 SAM system, a Tor M1 short-range SAM system, a Tor M2 with a nearby loader vehicle, whilst being reloaded, which is pretty cool, a RLM-M radar system, and finally, a Protivnik radar system. So a good compilation of strikes here, and it's always nice to see Russia's SAM systems and radars being destroyed, as they're both important and valuable targets. On the first hit, the Panzer, you can see it's being deployed on a sort of elevated little hill, where it gets hit by a drone. The first Tor is deployed in the field. Not much else to discuss about this one, but the second Tor is the best one of the lot, and this is quite an interesting one. As you can see, there's a reloader vehicle there at the time, reloading the Tor. So if this Tor went off with a big boom, such as in the drone hitting the missiles or something like that, then the reloader vehicle would likely be destroyed too, if not badly damaged, not to mention the fresh stockpile of missiles being loaded onto it. So that one is an excellent strike. During the strike of RLMM, it looks like the screen of the drone is cracked here with lines going across it. I wonder if maybe a missile nearly hit this and this got pinged by the shrapnel here. If so, it didn't stop the drone, but that's definitely not the case. This just could be some damage it picked up before launch or something like that. These were all reported from the Crimea area, but I don't have an exact geolocation, but I'm going to go through each target hit here and show what exactly has been destroyed. So the Panzer is this, a photo of it's on screen now. The short-range SAM system, widely used by Russia and often used to protect key areas, as Russia, for some reason, thinks highly of the Panzer, about the only nation that does so. 37 are listed as destroyed so far. Russia had around 130 or so in service at the start of the war, but they've had others delivered since, so I'm not sure how many Russia has in service exactly. These still crop up a fair bit, so I think Russia has a decent number of these produced. We don't see them much in Ukraine itself. Russia tends to use them to protect targets in Crimea and Russia itself. And here, a photo of a Tor, so it's a short-range system. In total, 65 are listed as destroyed or damaged, Russia having 130 in service. As with the Panzer, these are still under production. These ones are often seen deployed in Ukraine itself. And finally, the radars. Here, the RLMM. This is a target acquisition radar and part of the Nebo-M complex, which is a grouping of 3 radar types. It doesn't know how many of these Russia has, but the total destroyed is far lower than reality because of the many strikes on these that use FP1 and FP2 attack drones, which, as they operate independently of a spotter drone, often don't get added to Oryx and War spotting. And here, the Protivnik radar. These are detection radars with a range of about 600 kilometers. They're often mounted on trailers, as you can see. This is the first one I've seen destroyed or hitting Ukraine, so they seem quite rare, but I may have missed a few. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. Before we finish, a quick mention about a fundraiser for Leonid, a Ukrainian volunteer who carries out evacuation of civilians on the front line. He's currently doing a fundraiser to buy a drone jammer to protect the vehicles. And I'm now going to also play a video showing one of the recent evacuations by his unit from the front line, where they rescued a 9-year-old girl and her grandparents. The girl's parents sadly went missing in Pokrovsk a few months ago. So this is the important work that Leonid is doing. Thanks very much for everybody who helped out, and take care everybody.
Привезли людей до Павлограду. Зараз будемо оформляти і будемо далі їх забирати в наш центр. Виходьте, будь ласка.